What's up guys, how's it going? Hope you're well. Welcome back to another video. This is a bit more of a discussion video. It's based off my own thoughts and experiences, but it's something that I think is really interesting, and that's living life on life terms and not our own terms. Now, I have previously covered in other videos about how preparation and opportunity are different things in life, and actually preparation is usually what we're in control of, and opportunity is usually the things that we're not in control of. So if we take that view in life, there are things that we can control, there are things we can't control, and the point of this video is not to say actually you can't control things in life and you should just give up enough. That's not the point at all. But the point is actually a lot of times in life, I think I've covered it in a little bit of other videos before, but it's a phrase I hear a lot. It's I'm living my best life, and when people usually post that on social media, it's usually like a video of them, you know, they're on their holiday, they're enjoying some food. It's like a very photogenic, highly selected, cultivated experience that they're sharing, which again, you don't need another influence or social media person to tell you that social media is bad. Okay, we're past that point now. But the point is, if you think deeply about what they're saying, so they're saying, I'm living my best life, and this is the photo of it, okay? How many people would post like, oh, living my best life, you know, with like a picture of them when they're really depressed, when they've just got fired at work, when they've just got rejected by someone, when somebody in their family has just passed away, when they're literally like weeks or days away from being bankrupt, okay? I can't think of anyone I know, and I've never seen anybody I know on social media when I used to use it more actively. I've never seen anybody post like that. I've seen people post rant videos in those experiences, and in those circumstances. I've never seen anybody post like a picture of somebody dying and being like, living my best life. Okay, it just doesn't happen, guys. And I'm not encouraging you to do it either. Okay, but there's a couple of issues raised by that actually. So again, like I said earlier, don't need another person to tell you that people have selected something, filtered it, showed the best experience of their life. We get that already, okay? But the other thing is, so they're living their best life, but by most people's standards, okay, we only get one go at life, okay? Now, some religions, they believe in reincarnation, okay? Whether you remember your past life or your next life, it's really, that's a moot point right now. But by and large, most people would agree, we have this one experience and you don't want to waste it, okay? So this is actually one life, okay? So you're not living your best life, living your worst life. It's one life, okay? And the best days and the worst days are all part of the same picture, okay? So actually, those experiences that I spoke about before, when I was saying, you know, listening to bad experiences, just quickly go through them again, like being bankrupt, being fired from a job, losing your family, losing loved ones, being rejected by people, okay? Those are also part of the same best life that those cultivated experiences are, okay? But why is it that most people don't even think in that moment, oh, you know, I'm really not, you know, I'm living my best life now? Because you don't feel like you're living your best life in that moment. And I would even say that myself, whenever something like that happens to me, I don't think, oh yeah, I'm living my best life. But I would say my mindset has shifted slightly in the coming years. And I did talk about in another video about how challenges can define you and how I was looking forward to my next challenge. And I definitely did get humbled a bit, but I'm still here and I'm still able to share the knowledge with you guys. So it's definitely an experience, and it's definitely an important thing to learn from. So what I'm really saying about life on its life's terms is these things, okay, your rejections, your losing people you love, these illness, health, things that are kind of outside of your control, okay, these are actually life's terms. And when you're saying, oh, living my best life, this is when you're living life on your terms, okay? So you feel really happy, okay? But when you're living life on life's terms, you don't feel so happy, okay? But like I said, it's all part of the same one experience, okay? That same beautiful life, that same best life. And it's really hard to just say, I'm living my best life in those experiences. But I would challenge you, next time that you feel overwhelmed or overcome by a difficulty, let yourself experience that, you know, acknowledge how you're feeling, acknowledge that difficulty, acknowledge that things have become outside of your control. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying lie and say you're happy all the time, I'm not saying lie and say you're happy to yourself. But take a few moments after you've done that, after you've acknowledged your feelings, after you've let everything out, to just think, like, what is this teaching me? Where is this taking me? And what opportunities have now been created or can I now pursue? Okay, now obviously that's a really difficult thing to ask. If someone's passed away and you're thinking, yeah, what opportunities does this open up for me? Now, I'm not thinking like that, but perhaps there's always things you can learn from, and there's always things that you can now do as a result of something that's happened in your life. And it might not be what you want to do, and that's the hardest thing, is living life on life's terms and accepting the difficulties and the falls in life as part of the same picture as the rises in life. Okay, so stop trying to fight life on life's terms. Okay, like I said, there's things you can change, your financial situation, how your body looks, a couple of things like that, and there's things you can't change. And trying to struggle against things you can't change, it's like number one, the easiest way to feel unhappy and the easiest way to feel dissatisfied in life and just feel like mentally fatigued, burnt out, all the negative thing, literally everything negative about your mental health, you can literally all attribute to trying to change things that you can't change. And guys, I've been there before. I've tried to fight things and change circumstances that just cannot be changed. Okay, and it was only when I accepted, okay, this is part of life, this is a new way of living for me now, and this is just what I'm going to have to live with, and I'm going to have to find a new way through that. And it was only when I did that I was able to, it wasn't easy for me, and it was difficult, but it was only actually when I did that I was able to come up with new ways to enjoy life and come up with actually a better plan going forward, and actually just let go of so much of that worry, so much of that anger, so much of those negative feelings. Like I said, all the negative feelings of trying to confront something that you can't actually change. It's a really difficult thing to do, and I have definitely mentioned this quote on my channel before, but I think it really encapsulates this really beautifully. It's Viktor Frankl's quote, where he says, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." And I'm just going to leave you guys with that quote, because I think there's not much more that can be said that encapsulates that really beautifully and gives you food for thought about living life on life's terms when you're unable to change anything. So I hope you can use your next challenge as an opportunity to grow and an experience to learn from. And even though it's really difficult and you might make mistakes and you might feel very negative at the moment, I hope that you can just find that little bit of peace and that little bit of time to just use it as an opportunity to grow from. So, and I wish you all the best in those times as well, because it can be really difficult for you guys. So yeah, bit of a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I don't think it's as long as some of my other videos, but like I said, a very important video that I felt like I had to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Take care, follow for more amazing content, and as always, master your feelings, master your mind, master yourself.